Hi, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and I wanted to just pop in here and invite you to a special training I'm having next week on 5 herbs. I've got them right here in different forms that you can use for your health and your wellness that come from the grocery store. It's just amazing to me that the herbs we have at our fingertips can be so helpful. I'm not going to dive into what they're used for today. That's what I'll share with you on the webinar. But I just wanted to show them to you so you can just see how easy they are to get. So you can grow all of these yourself in your home as well. So if you don't want to be shopping all the time or have to get them at the store, you can grow them. But what I've got here is I've got thyme. This is fresh. And I've got dried thyme. And I've got the essential oil of thyme. So you don't need all of these. You can use either or fresh, dried, and the essential oil. But I'm just showing you how simple and easy it is to get these. Let's see, we've also got sage. Sage is amazing, and if you can grow it right in your garden, it has broad uses. And I've got some dried sage right here. I've got sage essential oil right here. And then we've got garlic. Garlic is incredible. I don't have any dried garlic on hand. I usually just use fresh, but I want to show you how I preserve it really fast. This is simply fresh garlic cloves in vinegar. I keep this in my refrigerator and I cook with it, and it just adds so much flavor to your cooking. I put it in soups and stews and other things, and it's delicious. Next up is ginger. Ginger is one of those herbs that it's warming, it's expectorating, it's stimulating for your circulatory system. It's incredible, and I've got it dried here in little, this is cut and sifted. It's not like ground or powdered, but you can certainly use ground and powdered. And then I also have the essential oil. All of these are aromatics, and if a plant is an aromatic plant, it's very likely that there's an essential oil that goes with it. Chamomile is my last one. I don't have any fresh chamomile because we're still in winter here, but I do have dried chamomile, and it's just beautiful. It smells delicious and very, very useful for a number of reasons. And then I've, of course, got the essential oil that's incredibly helpful, especially for children and adults as well, for a number of different reasons. These herbs, these 5 herbs right here, they help so many parts of your body. They can help your skin. They can help with infections. They can help with viruses as well as bacterial infections. They can help with first aid, wound care, so many things. So I'm going to go ahead and be sharing more deeply with you about what these herbs can do for you and your family during the webinars. I hope you can join us. If you can't, if you get in there and click through and find out that the days and times don't work for you, please don't worry. I suggest you sign up for the Wednesday time, because then I can get a replay link to you. The replay is only going to be available for a day or two. So please make sure you sign up for the Wednesday time so you have a little bit more time to watch it. I am giving away a free bonus at the webinar as well for if you show up and watch it with me and learn about these wonderful herbs. The bonus is going to be a printable guide with recipes that you can use for these 5 herbs. So I'm really excited about it. I love you using grocery store herbs for your wellness and health. And I think this webinar is going to be great. So I hope to see you there. And then I just want to also talk about a couple of other things here. So this is actually the 4th video in the Ditch the Drugstore series, and I put out the last 3 this past week. So hopefully you had a chance to watch video number 1, where we used honey and onion to make an incredibly effective cough syrup. In fact, it's clinically proven to work better than the active ingredient in over-the-counter cough syrups. So hopefully you had a chance to watch video number 1. Video number 2, we actually showed how fast and easy it is to make most herbal preparations, and we made a tincture And we also made an aromatic spray using essential oils. So in the third video, which came out last week, we talked a little bit about just what it would look like for you to be able to create your own home medicines at home. Definitely for over-the-counter medications, they're very easy to substitute with herbs. And for an awful lot of my students, and myself included, even prescription drugs. When you learn how to use medicinal herbs for your health and wellness, you've learned a skill for life. And not only have you learned a skill for life, you've got an information legacy that you can leave for your children and grandchildren. It's really exciting. Investing in your education in herbalism is never going to be a waste at all, mainly because we've got the plants at our fingertips, whether it's the grocery store or whether it's foraging in the wild or whether it's growing them in your garden. You can actually use the herbs at your fingertips. You can also buy bulk herbs from the herb store too, if you don't want to grow or forage or do those things, because not everybody does. Once you learn these basics, you will feel so confident and empowered and just more in charge of your wellness. Because when our only option is the doctor or the drugstore, truly we've hurt ourselves in a sense. And sometimes the doctor's office is necessary. And sometimes, we might have to go to the drugstore, although we haven't in over 10 years at this point. But I'm not saying that that's not a good thing to have at your fingertips or be able to have access to. But what I am saying is that when you start learning how to treat different ailments that are common with herbs, number one, they help you heal faster and you feel better and you don't have the side effects and they're safe and effective and you save a ton of money. You're also more self-reliant in the world. Just your feeling of confidence is insanely enhanced. And I'm speaking from my own experience as well as many of my students' experiences too. So it's really great when you give yourself the chance to learn herbalism. I've been teaching herbalism to people since about 2012 when I had an online herbal shop, and I used to educate people on what they might want to try for different things. And then I kind of moved into the online space and started blogging and sharing my recipes online. And then a couple years after that, I started teaching actual courses online. And I've at this point helped thousands of students learn and start diving into using herbs for their wellness and their health. And I love it. I love seeing my students progress. And it's just been amazing from making that very first tincture to trying it out to seeing how well it works and then being convinced and then going farther in their studies. It's just so amazing. I want you to be part of that too. One of the things I want to do is to fast track you with some herbal foundational knowledge and remedies and recipes that match what your unique family needs. I've got millions of them, and just help you just plan out your home apothecary, what you need personally, and then create the remedies that you need, and then be able to organize them and then share them with others. That's what this course that I'm going to be telling you about is all about. It's a fast track herbal basics course where you are going to have your own personal home apothecary created. This is not just a generic 15 remedy course. I've got so many remedies for you, number one, to choose and pick from for your specific family. If you're dealing with young children, you are probably going to have different remedies for your family than a person who's got elders in their family, for example. And there's all kinds of different families. So this course, Ditch the Drugstore, is going to help you to create what you need, not just take 15 recipes and put them in your apothecary or your kitchen. This is more than that. On top of that, I'm there for you. This is not a course where I just you buy the course and I disappear. And that's not what happens in this course. So I'm actually there for you every single week of the 6 to 8 week cadre block or group block, and I'm helping you get your apothecary going. I'm answering your questions and just being there as a presence, as a mentor for you. In addition to that, once you own Ditch the Drugstore, you own it for life, and you can go through future rounds of the course as well. So I really, really, really want people to be able to get their home apothecaries going and be able to help their families and leave a legacy for their kids and grandkids. I can't think of very much that's more important than that. So Ditch the Drugstore is opening up next week. It's only open for a few days, and then I'm closing the enrollment period again, and we're going to be starting up with a new group of students. I would love to invite you to join us in Ditch the Drugstore. If you want to find out more information, then I'm going to leave some links below where you can go and see if it's a right fit for you. You are welcome to reach out to me with any questions that you have. Actually, if you've watched this video all the way to this point, I'm just going to make a special offer to you. I'm going to open it for you right now. So if you click the links below, you will find that you can actually make a purchase right now. And again, if you choose to purchase it within this first 24-hour period, I do have the bonus of a book called Aromatic Blending for Joy. It's an incredible aromatherapy book for your mental wellness, helping deal with stress, sleep, grief, feelings of courage and empowerment. It's a really neat book. So I'm going to give that to you as a bonus when you go ahead and sign up within the first day. All right. I hope to see you on the webinar next Wednesday and Thursday. I'm really excited about it. These herbs that I've got sitting here in front of me are incredible and amazing. And we're just going to go ahead and run down what their benefits and uses can be in your home. And then at the end of that webinar, I'll be giving you the guide with recipes for these herbs too. So hope to see you there. Remember, if you can't make the actual live webinar, please sign up on the Wednesday time because you'll have more of an opportunity to watch the replay after that. So hope to see you there. And the links to the information page for Ditch the Drugstore are also below too. It's a great opportunity, and I hope that you'll start your herbal journey with me and get that home apothecary ready to go. It's so exciting and practical and valuable. So I hope to see you next week. I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye. So right here, you can see this is the home page for the school platform. This is on Teachable. If you look up here at the URL in the browser, you can see healingharvesthomestead.teachable.com. This is my school. Here's where you can find all the products. If you want to take a look at other offerings that I have in the School of Botanical Arts and Sciences, you can take a look at those. And over here in this little navigation tab, this is for Ditch the Drugstore and Tribe student groups. So we'll be talking about that in just a moment. But first, I want to dive into your course materials, okay? So you're going to go to My Products. You're going to pick Ditch the Drugstore, and then you're going to be taken to your class. All right. So it's pretty easy. This is the page that houses your course materials. If you bought Ditch the Drugstore Basic or Gold, it's the same thing. Yours is going to look a little bit different than this, but what I'm going to show you is basically the same. This is the Family Herbalist Certification Program materials that we're taking a look at right now. And again, they're very similar. The certification program just has more. All right. You're going to find here right now, we have the old welcome and orientation replay up from October. We're going to be changing this out. These videos that you're watching right here, where they start off with important sections here that say important are the most important things to look at. And right now we are in the how to get around in your course materials inside Teachable. Okay. So this is the first one. So basically you're going to have these different sections. And inside every section, there are lectures. I just want to recommend to you that you go through in order. You're going to get a lot more out of these courses if you go through them in order in the way they're presented, because I've put them together in a way that makes sense. Okay. The next section is herbs and essential oils, laying the foundation. This is where you're going to learn your foundational kinds of information. I just want to point out a couple of things here. This is where you can find your ultimate essential oil safety and reference guide. This is a book that has to do with essential oil dilutions and safety and working with different people of different populations, different ages, medical needs, even animals. Okay, so please be sure you print this out. Let me look up here. think that's the most important thing I want. It's all important in here, but I want to just be sure you know where you get the book. By the way, if you see these little lines, that means it's a PDF download. If you see the little video sign, that means it's a video. And sometimes there will be both in a lesson. Some of the sections are going to include your quizzes. You need to pass these quizzes in order to get your certification. You can have unlimited tries. I think they give you up to like 100 tries to pass. So you'll be able to definitely pass these if you're paying attention and, just going through and use common sense. These quizzes are definitely doable. So please don't be concerned about them. And if you need help, I'm here for you. The next section, this part here is important. This is all about putting your home medicine chest plan together. Please be sure you do this part. I have had students skip it and they remain kind of overwhelmed and lost. But if you start with this section where you're actually creating a plan for your home apothecary, you're going to set yourself up for success because you're going to have a path for yourself. Okay. So this is a nice little section to just go through and do. This section doesn't take very long either. Here's your Ditch the Drugstore recipe book. Please do download this as well. There are hundreds of recipes in the book. You can purchase a physical copy if you want to, or you can take it to the UPS store or something and have a copy made. But I want to show you in here that there are, besides the recipes, and these are all set up, by the way, by condition. You have an aromatherapy cheat sheet in the back that's going to help you with your essential oils. You have an herbal cheat sheet in the back, which is going to help you make decisions about your herbs. And finally, this was a huge undertaking. The whole book is fully indexed. So you can actually do a search in the index by the condition, by the recipes, by types, by preparations, and actually by the herb itself. So this book is fully searchable. It's very easy to get around and use, but it's a super great tool for yourself. Okay, so Ditch the Drugstore book. Please be sure you download that. Now, herbal medicine making basics. These are your basic preparation method videos. This is herbal medicine making, okay? If you're in the family certification program as of right now, this is actually a course that I sell outside of this course normally, but I've included it inside the family herbalist certification program. So let's keep scrolling down. This is the herbal medicine making basics section. Here we go, pain relieving botanical replacements. So what I've done here with these different sections, I've broken them into common ailments, seasonal allergies, stress, sleep, relaxation, basic first aid. There's more down here as well. I just want to point out to you that this is not a comprehensive bunch of recipes that are in the book. What I've tried to do with these recipes is give you different examples of different ways to prepare the different items, roller bottles, sprays, salves, oils, teas, tinctures. So you're going to not only have the herbal medicine making basics videos, you're also going to have examples of herbal medicine making in a variety of ways in these videos here. Okay. All of these recipes that are in the lessons here are also in the book, but there are a lot more in the book. Okay. So there's that. And then here we've got some bonus books for you. Herbal salves, oils, butters, and balms. This is a great book about, making oily kinds of herbal preparations, colds and flus. This book is a really good one just to go through because I talk about cold and flu care from prevention, which is taking care of your immune system, all the way through to the recovery phase. So there are 4 phases to cold and flu, generally speaking. So if you can identify which phase you're in, then you can identify which herbal preparations are going to be best for you to work with. So this is a book for you that helps with that. Kitchen spices for whole body health. Please don't discount your kitchen spices. They're amazing for cooking with, obviously, but they also support your body health. The next section is live question and answer replays. So these are replays of past Ditch the Drugstore questions and answer sessions. Materia Medica for the family herbalist. So I've picked out 15 different herbs that I would like you to know and understand well as a family herbalist. Again, this is in the herbalist certification. The Ditch the Drugstore Basics doesn't go into this much depth, okay? And the Ditch the Drugstore Basics doesn't have these master classes. But if you want to be a family herbalist and be certified, you need to have some phytochemistry under your belt, and you need to have an understanding of your basic family herbs, okay? So that's what these master classes are. You have an aromatherapy materia medica, where I've included 25 aromatic data sheets. These are each 2 pages long with a lot of great information on 25 really helpful essential oils for your home apothecary. Again, this is in the certification program, not the regular basic. You get a bonus here as far as identifying, foraging, harvesting, and preparing St. John's wort. So if it grows in your area, you really should be taking advantage of this every summertime. If it doesn't grow in your area, I will help you source it if I can. Okay. And there you go. Those are your course materials. Now let's just get you back to the homepage of the school. So you come up here and you press this logo, boom. And this is going to take you back to the homepage area where you've got this top navigation bar. I've already talked to you about my products, all products. Now in this tab here, Ditch the Drugstore and Tribe student groups, this is going to get you over into your student group. Whoop. It's that easy. All right, we're back for a tour of the student group area. Once again, it's on a private platform. You can be assured that you're not going to have the creepy social media people checking in on you here. Okay, and so it's a great place. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. Here's your student group. When you log into it from the school or you can get here from Searchy as well, this is where you're going to find all kinds of wonderful things. You're going to be able to make friends. This is where I make announcements for the school. So you definitely want to join here. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's in here. This is your home feed area. Okay, so this is where you're going to have your feed. And this is where all of your things, the stuff people post are going to show up, the things people ask about, questions, all of that's in this feed. Up here, if you want to click My Student Groups, then your student groups are going to come up. So there you go. That's how you can figure out where you're at. So if you scroll down this navigation area here, I'm going to talk about Take or Find a Course in just a moment. This is a very important place to know about. So we're going to hold on to that thought for a second, and we're going to come on over here and talk about all of this. So here's where you can search Ditch the Drugstore student group. And so if you want to do a quick little search of other people's posts or what has been asked about a topic, let's put in lung. So basically, all of the posts where lungs have been mentioned ad infinitum are going to come up here. There's a ton of information in here. So please be sure to use the student group, okay? You can find a lot of things in here. So that's up here in this searchable area. Let's go ahead and go through this. Navigation tab up here. So this is your feed. Next up is the Ditch the Drugstore Searchy app. Now, I just talked to you about the Searchy app and all about that. We're going to come back to this when I go to that next video, and we're going to talk about Searchy. But here's your link to get into Searchy. And I suggest, if you're overwhelmed, wait to do this until you get around the school a little bit and in here. But otherwise, dive in, because Searchy's amazing, and you can get back to your student group and also the school from Searchy as well. Over here in Discovery, the Discovery tab, this is where you're going to find important notifications. All right. And over here, I just clicked the Events tab. This is where you can calendar and find out when all of your upcoming events are for Ditch the Drugstore, okay? If you happen to be in the tribe as well, then you're going to want to click over here on the tribe, and then the tribe events will all come up. The tribe events, by the way, happen year-round. Ditch the Drugstore events happen during open rounds where we're welcoming new students and getting people into the course. I do the live live Q&As for about 6 weeks. We have a welcome and orientation. That's Saturday, February 4th in this case. And we do a graduation. That's Saturday, March 11th in this case for this at the time of this video. In case you're watching this in a future round, it'll be different. Members, this is where you can see all the members who are in here. There's a lot of them right now who are willing to help you and be friends and who are so kind. So just know that that's where you can find things. Up here, up on the green area again, here you've got a chat area as well. And over here, you've got your notifications. So if you click your notifications, here's a list of things that you might be interested in. So this is basically the student group right here. Oh, I want to show you this really fast too. So up here, this little rectangular icon that says Healing Harvest Homestead, I want to suggest you to please utilize my website. I have hundreds and hundreds of articles at this point on the website. I've got quite a few YouTube videos at this point too, but be sure that you use the website. It's an amazing resource. But let's go back to the school. Let's take or find a course. We're going to click right here. And look at that. We're back in the school. So that's it. That's how to get around the student group and how to get back and forth between the school on Teachable and the student group that's on Mighty Networks. And next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Searchy. Go back to your student group, which is what we're doing, and heading back to the student group. All right. So once you click on the Searchy app, Ditch the Drugstore Searchy app, and here you are in this tab, you have replays, course videos, and more. But let's go ahead and click on this link. All right, everybody, we're back and we're going to talk about the searchable platform now. This is my husband. This is Joe. He's the Searchy master, and he's going to be walking you through this part because he's much better at this than I am.
Basically, Searchy is kind of self-explanatory in some areas. Right here, if you click on this, it takes you right back to your student group, your Mighty Networks, where we were just at. And then this will take you to your course. Click on the picture or click on that. Either way, add a little bonuses. You can get to the website by clicking on these, and you can get to our YouTube channel by clicking on these to check out our YouTube videos. So from here, scroll down. Pretty obvious. Your live chat replays are right here. To load more live chats, just keep on going. There's a ton of them in there. Your course videos. This one here is important. It's your family notebook. In case you haven't printed it out, you got an attachment in there. You can print that out. But here's your course videos, your basic videos. Everything that's in the course is in here as long as if it's a video. You can click on it, open it up. There's the next one in line over here. And it's already started. So let's push pause. Right here's your attachment that I was talking about. Look in there, there's your pharmacy book. So always check your attachments because sometimes there's PDFs in some of them. Right here you have closed caption if you want to add your subtitles. Just different settings in there. Right here, if you want to make it faster, click on that, or slower. And that there just makes it go full screen. Transcripts. Right over here, click on transcripts. There you go. They're all time-stamped. If you're looking for a certain thing, you can go click on that green number. It takes you right to that 650. That's what you're talking about. All these are printable also. And that's about it with that. This green button up at the top, click on that. It takes you home. Right back where we started. See that? So if you ever get lost, just get that little green button up at top. This bar right here is your search bar. All these videos are searchable. So if you want to search something like pets, click on that. Boom. Every time the word pet was used in a live, it'll pop up. This right here shows you it was used 6 times in this live, 3 times in that live, 2 times, and so on. They get down to 1. So if we click on this one right here, same thing. There's your transcript over here. You can see how many times the thing pet was used. These videos always start at 0. So if you want to hear her talk about the things that are over here, you got to click on that time. Click on the green time. 30 minutes and 21 seconds. 30 minutes and 20 seconds. And there it is. Push play. And she'll start talking about it. Just like what's written over here. That's about it for this Searchy, I think. It's search bar. You can get back to your student group here, get back to your course, blog site, videos, your replays. Don't forget to load more. All your course videos, some of them had attachments. Check your attachments, basic medicine making, and herbs of the Bible. That is it.